Welcome back to the Learning Studio, where law meets the real world in every episode. In today's chapter of the Law series, we explore a fascinating and globally essential area of law that governs the seas, oceans, ships, and international waters: maritime and admiralty law. Don't forget, you can access the full Law series playlist by clicking the link in the video description below. Ever wondered what laws apply in the middle of the ocean? What happens if a ship crashes in international waters or cargo is lost at sea? And who's responsible if a crew member is injured on a foreign ship? These questions fall under maritime and admiralty law, a legal system as deep and complex as the oceans themselves. What is maritime and admiralty law? Maritime law, also known as admiralty law, governs legal disputes and activities involving navigable waters, especially oceans and seas. It covers shipping contracts and cargo disputes, marine insurance, maritime injuries and crew rights, Jones Act, for example, piracy and maritime crime, salvage, towage, and collision laws, environmental damage at sea, port usage, tariffs, and international trade regulations. This law applies to commercial shipping, passenger cruises, offshore oil rigs, fishing vessels, and even private yachts in some cases. Historical background. Maritime law is one of the oldest branches of law in the world, dating back to ancient maritime codes in Greece, Rome, and Phoenicia. The Lex Rhodia and later the law of the sea shaped trade rules long before modern legal systems existed. In the 17th century, Dutch jurist Hugo Grotius introduced the idea of the freedom of the seas, which became the foundation of modern international maritime law. Today, many aspects are governed by global treaties such as the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, UNCLOS, the International Maritime Organization, IMO, regulations, regional agreements for territorial waters and maritime zones. Famous case study, the Titanic Inquiry, 1912 to 1913. After the tragic sinking of the RMS Titanic, legal investigations took place in both the United States and the United Kingdom. The cases dealt with duty of care, lifeboat requirements, and liability in international waters. The Titanic disaster led to major legal reforms, including the International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea, SOLAS, which is still in effect today. This case highlighted the importance of clear laws across nations, especially in maritime travel and safety. Why maritime law matters today. 90% of global trade moves by sea. Maritime law is critical in resolving cross-border commercial disputes, regulating shipping safety and crew welfare, enforcing international environmental standards like oil spill laws, handling piracy, illegal fishing and smuggling, governing maritime boundaries and territorial claims. As climate change, rising sea levels, and Arctic shipping routes reshape the world map, maritime law is more important than ever. What's next? Whether you're interested in international trade, environmental policy, or legal practice on a global scale, understanding maritime law is your gateway to the world beyond borders. In upcoming videos, we'll cover cyber law, space law, tax law, and more frontiers where the law must keep up with the pace of change. You're watching the Learning Studio, and this is the Law series, where even the high seas are ruled by justice and reason.